Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter where you are around the world. I don't know where I'm at. Welcome to Kilroy's World. Welcome to my shop. Welcome to my messy shop. Paul, you have nothing on me, or against me, or with me, or anyway. My shop's dirtier, Paul. So what are we doing today? We're working on replacing. Oh, look, my phone. We're working on replacing these tubes out of this radio here. Hey, and there's movement. Oh my God, what happened? Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea that Moo gets in here right now. She has to mute herself before she gets back in here. She broke that law of non-muting. She says she forgot. I'm going to lower this down. We can really get down to see this thing. We're gonna be. Oh, look! I see Moo. Hi, Moo.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Why do I hear the echo?
I don't know. My sound is off.
I know. You're hearing me. You're hearing yourself through me. What? I hear myself. Or, no, I don't hear myself. Anyway, wave high. Wave bye. And let's get back to that. All right, Moo's going to monitor what's going on. I mean, I don't think it's going through. I just hear it. So no big deal. All right. So what are we working on today? All right. Maybe that was too far down. We're working on this chassis right here. This is a Montgomery Ward's airline. I'm sorry. Yeah, Montgomery Ward's airline radio. And I'm seeing if I can. I've got all these tubes to replace. I'm just trying to see if I can find a model number or something. I don't see anything like that. It says it's an airline, but I tried to find an airline, and so and I couldn't find anything. So if you know what model radio this is, man, let me know because it would make things so much easier. Here's what the front panel looks like. And as you can see, I've got to tape the front back on because that's all that was holding it on there is some tape like that, and I happen to have some, so it might look just like that tape that was on there, but anyway, that's what it looks like right there. That's what it looks like right there. It's a pretty nice looking case too. It's a little scuffed up, but nothing that couldn't be cleaned up. And maybe I don't know. Those some pretty deep scratches right there. I wonder what happened there. But, I don't know. But if you know what radio that is, please let me know in the comments. Please. Did I say please? So I'll try to restore this thing as best as I can. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take and change the tube with a set of tubes that I just purchased that hopefully are good. I don't have my tube tester, so I can't test it right now. There are some things that I looked at, like let me lower this back down. Like this capacitor right here. It looks like it's pretty waxed out. Like it's heated up quite a bit and melted, I guess. I don't know if that's leaking or actually just the wax off the side or maybe the wax off of this one. But that's focus. But anyway, I'll take care of the underneath side, and actually it looks pretty good, other than these big electrolytics. I don't know what this one is here. This one looks like it's a multiple. I don't have the schematic for it either. So I'm trying to locate the schematic. It's not back here, is it? No. Where did I see that? Oh, I saw it over here. Yeah, I saw that here. But still, this doesn't help me any with with investors. I'm wondering if that might be the model number D13 2003. I just saw that. D13 2003. D13. Let me search for this. D13 2003. We'll say radio. See if that comes up with it. Because if it is, and that's the model number, and I just saw it, Volvo truck ID, vintage car radio, Volvo radio, no, obtain your radio code, no. Crap. All right, well, again, I sure would like to know. Um, yeah, and we survived the screen of death. But anyway, I sure would like to know so I can replace things, especially this one here. Are you here? Oh, okay. All right. So, oh look, we have another one here. Chris Nealon. I can get you up there, man. And there's the man. The man, the
legend.
The legend.
Me. What the fuck?
The rabbit. Welcome, Chris.
How's everybody tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I was doing great until I came into my shop for the first time in a couple of weeks because I've been on vacation. And, it looks exactly the same as when I left it. The fairies didn't come and clean it up at all.
I changed the front bearing on my car, and I had to take the front, what's it called? Not the spindle. I had to take the bearing off of the spindle. Yeah, I had to take the bearing off the spindle. This thing, this thing right here, Chris.
I'm only looking at myself, gorgeous as I am, but
You have the thing on tiny.
I changed this
a front hub.
Yeah, because look, that's not good, is it?
Well, it could be worse.
Well, yeah, depending if you tighten it down really a lot. But anyway, I had tightened it down, and it was still, it was not a good ride down the interstate at 70.
That's not the Mustang, though.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, you get the Mustang on the road?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
No, not the 68 Mustang.
Oh.
The 68 Mustang is still there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That would take a year or something to uncover.
Yeah, it hasn't. It hasn't even made it out from under the covers. Well, actually, I have had it cleaned off.
So what year Mustang do you have that runs?
A 2003.
Okay, that's okay. X body or
Fox
Fox body?
2003 convertible GT.
That's not a Fox body, is it?
It's a SN64, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Fox body was up to I want to say 1994, 1995.
Yeah, mid to late 90s at the most.
Yeah, and exactly. And this is a 2003, so it was the year right before the body changed. The 2004 was also the SN94, I believe is what they are.
That's a good style.
And that's when they went to the retro styling in 2005 is when the Mustang came out. It looks like. Well, it doesn't even look like what ours looks like. The newest ones now. They even changed.
I figured that you get one of the new electric ones.
I haven't really been very intrigued by the Mach-E. It just doesn't seem to me like it's a Mustang.
I took care of a lady's husband who passed away a couple years ago, and he was probably. I think Aldo was. He was pushing 88, 90, some of that area. He was way up there, and his wife was only a couple years behind him. And after she died, she bought the electric Mustang.
Well, and I wouldn't.
She can't drive it. She has a driver.
Oh, she has a driver?
Yeah, she can't drive anymore. She can't see.
I've looked at him, I've seen him. Yeah, that makes sense. But I just haven't been motivated. The best I did was I bought a Prius, Chris. And honestly, I really like the Prius.
Oh, I do too. I always say, if I retire, not if I retire, I'm kind of semi planning on retiring in November, maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
How
But
old are you?
if I did retire and I'm going to take my company car with me, which is a Chevy Traverse, which is a great car. I love the car. But if it dies, I'm getting me a Prius.
Well, I know a guy that has had several of them, and he's given thumbs up on them.
They're bulletproof.
Mine, the only problem that I've really had with mine is the battery died. But not the
Yeah.
main battery, the battery that runs the accessories. Just like a regular battery.
Yeah, but that's like a 48-volt battery, isn't it? The
No,
accessory battery.
it's a 12 volt. In fact, I went to Walmart and bought a replacement for it and put it in because Toyota, because I'm a cheap whatever. Okay.
Well, a lot of the new cars, because of all the computers, have gone to those high voltage batteries. My partner at work has an Audi 5 or 6, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
It's a sedan. He's on his third alternator in 50,000 miles and his second battery.
Wow.
Piece of crap.
I went to the dealer because I got a jump from the because you have the insurance plan that covers you roadside service, et cetera, with the Prius. Great. I called them. I said, hey, can you just get me to the dealer? And he said, well, we have to come out. I wanted to just tell the dealer, we have to come out and try to jump the car, try to start it. And they did. They came out. They jumped it. They started it. I started it. I forgot I had my door open, so I had to take and lock up. So I had to turn off the car. I said, can you jump me off again? Because as soon as I do this, it's going to die on me again. But anyway, took it to the dealer. The dealer wanted $400 to change the battery out. And I said, I'll go to Walmart and, just by the number, right? Get another one. I got another one for 100, 150 bucks. I don't remember how much it was. I don't know. I just didn't want to spend $400 on a battery that I knew.
Where do they hide the battery?
Right there underneath the little battery cover in the front.
Okay.
Very accessible. Yeah. It's not like it's it's up underneath the back seat, like the old Volkswagens used to have, the 6-volt Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all.
Tell you a story. Do you remember, this is going back to probably the 80s or early 90s, the old Cutlass when there was the little front wheel drive one?
Yeah.
A retired guy that worked for me, he's a retired cop. Most opinionated, ignorant person in the world, but he's a great guy.
I won't make a comment on that, Chris.
His Cutlass died, the battery died, so he brought it to the dealer. And this is probably, 20 years ago. They wanted like $300 to change the battery out. So he says, I don't pay that. Chris will do it for me. So he brings it to the office with a battery. He said, Neil, where is the battery? I don't know. It was under the headlight housing in the fender well.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Find it.
It's crazy that little.
Yeah. I gotta show you. We texted about this before, but
Yes.
right there.
Yeah, Chris.
Look familiar?
Yes, that is the filter. And Zenith.
Yeah. All original.
You mean like this one?
Well, I have all my knobs.
Yeah. Well, I don't have all my knobs. But actually, if you do me a favor and take me a photo of your knobs, I might reproduce one because I need to. I did call you up the other day, Chris.
Yeah.
And I did get sound out of it. So I know it at least works, but I don't have it to where I'm comfortable with it yet.
I'm trying to find it. I haven't changed the station on this in like 3 years.
And welcome Dances with Aardvarks, Gary, and whom else?
Leonard Davis.
Oh, and Leonard Davis. Hello, Leonard. Yeah, there you go. Mine does the same thing.
choose the trusted recipes of Life Bear. Life Bear, delicious and simple. Available exclusively at ShopRite.
And you know, I'm really tempted to plug this
What's
thing
the-
in, but I had it over on the on the whatever the thing is called. But anyway, I had it over there, and that's how I brought it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how any of the electronics, any of the capacitors are doing on it or anything.
This one here seems fine, except for the potentiometer for the volume switch. It's like,
If you'll
and
take,
I have a tuna cleaner that I bought a couple weeks
Yep.
ago, but if I ever know where I may have put it, I don't know
Well,
where it is.
I use a product called Deoxit. And
I think that's what I bought.
Okay, good.
It's made. I went to my electronics parts store, and I said, "Old Zenith potentiometer cleaner."
There you go. Deoxit. Yes. So
And-
here's what I've got. And you know, I powered this thing up, and I didn't get anything off of it. But what I'll do is I'll put it on the dim bulb tester. But let's change out all the bulbs first. I've got bulbs, and you know what's wild is I've got these metal bulbs. They're the same bulb number. That's a 12 SK7, which is what was bad or what I
Yeah.
tested.
Is that a tube or an aftermarket conversion?
No, it's a tube. It's a tube. They had tubes in metal cases, and they had tubes in glass. And I don't know why. Sometimes they're in metal, and sometimes they're in plastic. I mean, not plastic, but glass.
It
You know
probably
what
has to do with the application, one being shockproof and one not, maybe.
Maybe so. You know what I didn't do is I didn't put speech chat up.
But I love old radio. I want to get a radio that's even old. I want to get the old radio with the wooden box. That
You mean,
function.
you mean the tall ones, right?
1980.
What's that?
You mean the tall ones, right?
Yeah, the ones that were furniture and radio. And I also want to get a 1965 vintage AM/FM clock radio alarm.
Yeah, that'd be neat. See,
And
here's
put it in my son's nightstand and said, "Get up, you asshole." Pardon my French.
and I've got a schematic. I've got a schematic for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a schematic for this. I love this dial, man.
Is
This
that
dial,
Motorola
I forget.
or
No,
Voice of Music?
It's a Sentinel, I believe. Sentinel?
Okay. Don't know that one.
Can't see it, but it's down.
But that's the style I want. And some of them even had shortwave.
Yeah, I think this one's got 2 shortwave bands. Yes.
So you get the BBC direct from London without the Trump
And-
interference.
I couldn't check the bulbs on this one because the bulb tester didn't go. Some of these bulbs have got 2 numbers, like a 60 and 80.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, so I couldn't test them. But the cord's real bad on it, so I want to replace the cord. It just do some things to it before I start powering it up, seeing if any of the bulbs are
I
bad.
tell you, when I was a youngster back in the 70s, and Radio Shack was still around, they had a conversion chart for tubes. So that if it was a 12Y something, they give you the conversion chart for the equivalent.
Right.
It's probably still available on eBay or get an old Sam's Fact.
And the same things, but because this is the one I'm focusing on and working on, that's going to be the one we're going to look at next.
Yeah, that really shouldn't be that difficult to get up and running because those parts are pretty basic.
Yes, this is what's called an All-American 5 radio because it has 5 tubes. If you notice, there's no transformer in there to supply the filament voltage to those tubes. So what they do is they split up the voltage drops across the tubes. This is a 50, this is a 2037, this is a 12, this is a 12, this is a 5, whatever. I don't remember exactly. But that's how they would make the voltages come out.
So that's a perfect one to drop into the bathtub.
Exactly. That is the perfect one, yes.
Goodbye, dear.
That's aardvarks. Now it's DigiKey components equivalences.
Oh yeah, exactly. Now, why did that not speech chat? Oh, I see. Spat chat. That's why.
But now I'm blown away. Why is the chat on the left side of my screen, not the right side?
I don't know.
It's witchcraft.
So Leonard Davis, hello, Gary T. Hey, I only have 2 Mustangs, one that runs and one that sits and holds my my boxes up.
I
That's
think he was
it.
talking about the guy on the screen.
Oh, the guy on the screen?
I forget his name. I'm sorry.
What guy on the
I am
screen?
on the screen.
Chris.
Chris. I think he's talking about Chris.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just trying to go back into the. And Mike, welcome. Leonard, yes, sir. I'm just going back to see who actually trained them guys. All right. So is speech chat running yet? I see somebody out there. Jack in the shop. Jack in the shop. Laser.
Laser!
On Twitch. Hello, Jack. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so quick, Chris, I'm gonna make you small again.
Jack and
I feel. Let's get small.
Oh, hey, dude.
How is it going?
I'm not gonna mention anything.
I was talking.
Doing great, Jack. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Let's just change these tubes out real quick. And then hook it up to the tin bulb tester.
Eric D. Banana says,
What kind of test?
Placer.
Hello, Eric. Banana.
3DHP says,
There's Jerry.
hello guys.
And hello, Jerry, to you
Dances
too.
with aardvarks says, hi 3DHP.
All right.
Leonard Davis says, hi 3DHP.
So this one's a 12
Jack
SK7,
and Bishop Placer
which is this one here.
says, Jerry.
And the reason I'm pulling these, okay, guys, is because this one, when we tested it last stream, was definitely weak but bad. All right, so that's this one. That's the replacement for it.
Says, hello 3DHP.
It's absolutely amazing how long one of those tubes will last.
Yes,
Hey, Eric D. Banana
yes.
I got
This one.
rid of it about 5 years ago, but I had a 1962 Ford
says,
that had an FM, AM radio that was a vacuum tube radio. Everything worked.
Hello, Greg. We're going to try to get this one to do this, right? All right,
Yeah.
here's the other one that tested bad. This was a 12 SQ7. 12 SQ7. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah,
So,
there
Al,
we go. 12 SQ7. So that's that one. Okay.
Can you accidentally put the tubes in the wrong spot, or are they proprietary for the socket?
I think you can.
dances with
Yes,
aardvarks.
I think you can.
Well, don't do that.
Right.
I'll eat bread.
That's why I'm taking each one out individually.
Says,
Hello, Greg.
hi Mike.
Hey, but the neat
Leonard
thing with this,
Davis.
guys, okay,
Says,
the neat
hi
thing
South Russia.
about this is they actually have the tube numbers where they're supposed to go. See, there's 12 SQ7.
Says,
There's
hello Snow. Jack in the shop
12 SK7.
says,
See, so it's pretty
hey
hard,
everyone on
you
YouTube.
know. And hello,
Leonard
everyone.
Davis.
There's a 50 volt one.
Says, hi Jack.
All right, so
I can do it.
I don't think he likes it when you say hi, Jack. I think maybe you want to say hello, Jack. Good evening, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Take me to Cuba.
Says,
Animal.
hello Jack.
There you better.
Dances with
There you go.
aardvarks. Says, hi Jack. South Russia Canada. Says,
Mike, you had to go do it,
hello
right?
Leonard Davis.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack.
Says, hey Moo. Jack in the shop says, we get in trouble.
Hey guys, and here's a special treat, guys. Here's a special treat.
Says,
Okay,
LOL.
there's Moo Hugs.
Hi. I'm in the studio.
Moo Hugs in the studio. Woo!
Look. You're not gonna believe it,
Oh,
but I'm the same.
you guys,
We're not the same person.
Move hugs in the shop.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Last time when I powered this thing up, did I power it up? Yeah, it was totally dead. I just did those two tubes. Those are the ones that check bad.
Sense. High move.
I want to see if it powers up.
High LOL.
I want to see if I can get it to make those filaments come on. So what I'll do is I'll plug it into this thing. And this thing, I'll vary the voltage up to 120 from 0. Okay.
I have one of those.
Turn it down. I've got a
3 DHP. Sense. Hey move.
I've got a transformer that isolates me from isolates this from the line. Anyway, when this thing works, if there's any current being drawn, it's shown on the bulb. Okay, like this. And this is the way I remember the way it's set up, or the way it's. Because even from last week, I forget.
3 DHP. Sense. Al can't talk, I keep talking over him, LOL.
That's okay. You know, Jerry, I try to stop when I hear it, and I've been trying to pace myself that way, and that's perfectly fine. That's why I have it there, so you guys can talk. This thing is shorted out, right? See that right there? That right there is shorted out. Okay? So now I just plug this thing in. I've got voltage going to it. I'm going to put it in this outlet here. Okay? And I've got my voltage down. We'll turn on. I've got voltage ready to go. Okay? I'm going to turn this up. And the reason is because I can't remember the way this is set up. But you see this right here? This right here is telling me that current is being drawn by this device. Okay? This application, whatever. All right? When if I unplug it, see, it goes away, right? So all the current is going through here. I've only got this thing at 30 volts already. So what that tells me is that I've got a short in the radio.
Why isn't it coupled along?
But I don't have a short. I mean, I do have a short. Look, there's a short. Okay? So when this thing's running right, you won't even be able to see it. It'll be like that because the current that the radio is drawing will be so little
Sense.
that it.
If Kilroy stops talking, he goes on a quest.
That's right, and I am on a quest. So anyway, so that's how this thing works. Turn it on. I would definitely stop at that point and crank it back down. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to substitute this thing for our radio, and hopefully we don't let any magic smoke out or anything like that. Okay?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to turn this thing off, turn the power down. I'm going to plug this thing in. All right? Turn it back on. All right? What we want to look at, let's see if I can get this even closer this way. What we're trying to get is some of these filaments that power on. All right? So what I'll do now is I'll give it power. It's got power. Okay, I'm going to bring the power up.
I see you have a Beaker Finder 2000.
Beaker. So let's see.
Sense.
Let's see what happens.
That's on fire.
I'm not seeing any current being drawn.
Is it plugged in?
It is plugged in. Now, the only thing else I can think of is that it's turned off. I can't even see any filaments heating up. So maybe it's turned off.
Hey.
No, because
Sense.
There are real tube testers on eBay.
yeah, I know.
$89.
No, this thing is simulating that. See, watch. If I put this in here, see? Okay. That's why I did it that way. I made sure that it was that way.
Gotcha.
Okay, now I want to unplug this real quick and try to look at this thing. Turn it on, maybe? Yeah, I guess it was off. So let's do this. Let's turn it on. Okay, it is on. It's on. Give it some electricity here. Chris, are you making fun of me by playing the radio?
I got a baseball game from New York on this station.
But yeah, definitely. So I heard it and I thought it was this radio. All right, so let's crank this
77.
slowly, and we're going to focus on this right here. That's air. That's air.
Oh, this is air.
That's air.
This is air. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
That's not water.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna mute for a minute.
Okay, let's see if this comes up. Let's try this. I'm not seeing any current drain. I'm at 80 volts. I'm not seeing those filament at all. I'm at 120 volts. So now what I've got to do, yeah, see, none of these lights are on. This light here isn't on. This light should be on.
Leonard Davis
No screams.
says, no screens.
No screams. No lights. No fires. All right. So those two tubes aren't it. Okay. So maybe one of the other tubes is bad, or if we turn this thing around, maybe I need to sit down at some point and basically troubleshoot it.
I would still say try in the tub.
Huh?
I still say try in the tub.
Try it what?
In the bathtub.
In the bathtub. Yeah, but then we're testing the breakers. Then we're testing it. So what I would do, okay, is with my power cord, I would check my power here at the switch, make sure the switch is working, and then basically follow my schematic path.
That yellow capacitor looks pretty skanky.
This yellow capacitor looks pretty bad, yeah. And start maybe replacing some stuff, but I need to look at the schematic, and that's part of the problem that I'm hitting right now. Guys, I don't have a schematic because I don't know what the model number of this thing is.
Do you know the brand?
It's a Montgomery Ward's airline.
Okay. Emerson.
Emerson.
Yeah. Okay. Can you find it?
I don't, but you could probably find a Sam's Photo Fact at your libraries.
I looked, but I don't even know the model number is the thing, Chris. That's the problem I'm having.
Because I bet that chassis was used in a dozen different models.
Oh, I bet.
Leonard Davis says, where is the flux capacitor?
It's right there.
Zot! Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me look.
That's my sound effect for the night.
So it says airline, okay? It says airline on the front. There it is. It says airline. Okay. So I went and searched for airline, guys. Oh my God. Let me do a quick screen share here.
Bless you.
Woohoo!
Move. Says,
Reverse the polarity.
Leonard Davis
In the Jeffries
says,
soups.
bless you, Chris.
Indeed. Salute. All right, so I'm going to do Montgomery Ward's.
We're back.
Airline.
I'll monitor. A minute.
Montgomery Ward's.
Montgomery.
Let me
Montgomery
try and
Scott.
share my screen, guys, so you guys can see what
Oh,
I'm
it's
doing.
Montgomery Scott.
Montgomery stop, Captain, and I want the entire screen. Yeah, I want the entire screen, which is this. Are you going to get this weird? We're sharing the screen while sharing your system sound. I don't care.
Jack in the shop.
There's the screen right there, guys.
Says. Rip earbud users.
All right, so airline, radio, addicts, archive. Can you guys see this? I think you can. Yeah, I'm looking at YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on that one. Okay, and I did look around a little bit. I haven't been able to find this, and this is the reason why, guys. This is the reason. Here's airline. Okay, look at all these different radios, and just so you guys know what it looks like. Okay. Let's take a look at the radio. Let's see. Let me go back here real quick and so this is what it looks like. And I think, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape this thing. I'm taking this tape out, and I'm gonna tape this thing up here with the tape that I do have, especially since this is just coming right off. Since that's how it was on there anyway, with tape. That's very interesting. This case, let me even show you this. Let me raise this up a little bit. So this case here, make sure this is unplugged. So this case in here, look at this, guys. This is the front panel. It looks like this. Okay, that looks really nice, actually. It's got a copper grid on it or whatever. You can see where people have touched it right there, so it's a little darker, but it's in good shape. This cloth is also really good shape. This is really clean. It's not scratched up. This will clean up really, really well. Just a piece of plastic. Look on the back. They took the cloth and then bent it over, right? And it's just a piece of cardboard. I don't. Well, let me go ahead. Yeah, I wonder how this is going to work. I was going to try to put this in here and tape it up, but I don't know where it tapes up. I guess it centers there. Let's do that. Yeah, hold on a second, Chris. Let me put this back on, and then I was gonna show it. Let me tape this up. Isn't that neat?
That's like,
Yeah, it's not falling apart or anything. Which is always a good thing, huh? Yeah, and that's something else I was going to show. This stuff is made out of real wood. Yeah.
LOL, Jack.
Jack's funny. Everybody likes Jack. Right, so I'm gonna
what was that?
put that there.
Oh my God. Stuff is moving over there.
Put that one there. And then I'm going to put a couple of other pieces like they had it, just a piece from here to there, piece from here to there. Like that. Gotta help me over here. Huh? No, it's that fibrous packing tape. And why am I putting this back in here? Heck, it was good enough for them, right? No, I got two more pieces. Yeah, is that what it's called? And I just have, and I just have to find do what?
It's in the 1920s.
You're right. You're right. There you go. Okay, we're good.
Ooh.
So other than the fact that I put this thing on upside down, I think we did a fantastic job of taping this thing down. Please, please, yes, please.
This is
Yeah.
what happens when he has somebody help him.
Well, let me see where I went off to. I'm at Radio Addict's archive, but what I'd like you to do, Chris, is post it in the archives. In the archive. Post it in
The
the
comment?
chat.
The comment?
Well, yeah, you won't be able to, will you?
Okay, well, you can do that. I'll do it. I will do it.
Leonard Davis
All right.
says, education video here.
Yeah, yeah, it's like what not to do. What not to do. All right, let me do this. My mouse isn't reaching, guys. I need to get a woohoo.
Oh.
That's okay. Yeah, just
do it.
yeah. So if I was smart, somebody would find me
What
a
do you mean?
serial
What, a mouse? There's a,
serial mouse.
you should find the other side.
All right. She's gonna find me a mouse so I can go ahead and copy and paste it. I'm looking through these real quick. I've looked through these already, but if you guys see one, does it have a serial? No, I need one with a USB connection on it.
Oh. Oh, a cereal mouse.
Yes. Well, not a serial mouse, a USB mouse, which I guess is a serial mouse. Yes.
I was thinking Cocoa Puff.
So you were thinking Cocoa Puffs?
Cereal mouse?
Yeah, I guess, but that's not what we want. All
I
right.
don't have one here. Let me go inside.
So here's something that I was noticing on the radio I've got is square. By the way, look on those pegs
Yeah.
up on the board right there to your right, up high. There's some mice there. Is there a USB mouse up in there?
No, I don't see one. Right. Oh, okay. I see it.
You see where all the mice are
Yeah,
at?
hold on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, but I'm looking for a square dial indicator. And by the way, the 64 right here looks a lot like this. This may be it. Yes, thank you. Can you squeeze back through there?
Hold on.
When you put your phone right there for it to just
Yeah.
you see the little USB hub up there?
Yeah, here. Put that over there. And I'm going to come on that.
Please stand by while we work technically. Hey, I do that every morning when I get back
I don't
there.
know how you
No, I pushed it in a little bit.
right.
I did. I pushed it in a little bit. No, right to where your left hand is. There's a little.
Oh, there.
No, there's a little hub where your hand is.
Oh, there.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. I was expecting it to be, adhered to the side of it.
Now, the
Oh,
question is that hub live? Is that hub live?
No, it's not going in all the way.
It's not really.
Is it working?
No, make sure that the hub is plugged in. Follow the hub
Yeah,
back.
I know. I have a degree.
Oh, and it wasn't plugged in, was it?
No,
Okay.
because I have a degree.
But seriously, I believe the 64 is as close as we're going to come to it, guys. We may have gotten really lucky.
I can't. Well, you want me to disconnect this camera?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. Sis, check this out. I think we found it, guys. You see it there?
That's it.
Right, Chris? Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. That's it right there. That's it. That is the radio itself. Yes, that's the radio itself. Okay, good. It's a 60. It's a 64 is what they call it. But wait, hold on. Yeah, let's. The Airline 64. It's a 1946 radio. Yes, Chris. And you said you where the link that you sent me was where?
In the live,
Leonard
in
Davis
the live stream.
says,
Okay, gotcha.
looks like it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. We got lucky. And you know, I've seen this website before. All right, so in the live chat,
Go to EV Mutt.
Sonia,
Hello,
Says.
Sonia.
hello, Sonia.
thumbs up medium light skin tone.
Medium light skin tone. I love that. So
Moo
in the
Says.
chat,
Hello, Sonia.
in the chat, I don't see it. Chris, send it to me on Facebook, or better yet, yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go to Facebook. And welcome, Sonia. I hope you're doing well. So, Sonia, what I've done so far is I have
Leonard Davis
located
says, hey, Sonia.
I have located what that radio is. I've got tubes for it. I put the two in that I thought were bad, and yeah, it didn't come up still. So maybe I need to put the rest in before I delve in and try to figure out which capacitor's open or whatever. What the heck? But the point is that I need to find the schematic. This radio was sold at Radio Ad. Let's see. Let me go back here because I just went off the topic, guys. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, there we go. That's.
Sonia says,
Chris, are you still here?
Uh-oh.
hello,
It
friends like the smiling face.
Oh, do what?
I sent it on Facebook Messenger to you.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't know if that's
I
going to
am
help you.
there. Oh, that's the tube tester. Neat.
No. They got
Mine. I gotta find mine. Mine's got sliders. If I remember correctly. Oh man. So
hold
you
on.
send it. Okay.
Copy. I sent you the wrong one.
Did you put it in Discord? Is that where you put it?
No, try. I just resent it on Messenger. I sent you the wrong one.
All right. Radio mouse. There we go.
Try that. I don't know whether it'll help you, but
Oh, it won't hurt. All right. So we
what year do you think it was?
46. Here it is. Airline 64 and a 46. Okay. Just looking to see if there's anything else here. There's not. So the photos, Bob has. There's bunches of photos. What's in the archive home, friends, European, Japanese, master list. I wonder what all these are. Let me just take a look at these. Oh, wow. Habit wear. No, that's
Older than 64.
all right. So this here is the radio. We've figured out that it's an Airline 64. Here is the ad for it. It was sold by Radio Addict. It's a wood tube table radio, and AM outer side wrap, outer walnut case in near mint condition with barely a mark. Brass grill work, original grill, clock knobs, dial pointer, unique square dial, which actually we've got everything. And I have the knobs. I need one more knob like that. But you know what? I know somebody that's got a 3D printer.
No.
Yeah. So we
His
can.
name Al.
Yeah. And that one looks like it's really easy. But anyway, so this was sold. Let's see. The radio plays well and very good sensitivity with nice tone. Originally made by Montgomery Ward in Chicago and sold through the catalog system. A cute little guy that still plays well. And actually, I do want to listen. I do want to listen to some radio,
On the radio.
AM radio at that. But we still haven't found it. So Airline 64. It's a 1946 radio. Yeah.
1946.
Yes.
Oh, that's different. I think it said 64 or something.
1946.
You know, I'm looking at the.
Oh, it's identical.
It is that.
It is it. I mean, there's no the grill. You know, yeah.
That's it.
That looks a lot nicer.
Well,
But I think this veneer will clean up, and I think it's veneer. It feels like veneer. Wait, sis. It's,
you may definitely.
yeah, let's bring it over here.
Oh, there are like 23 pages of radios. I didn't realize that. Holy crap.
I don't know. Can you guys see the video at all? Or I think I got a good screen between.
Is there a search button here? Those are all TVs. You think 1940 something? That's not it. Where'd you go? That's not it. Where'd you go?
Oh my God.
Every move is thought of ahead of time, guys. That'll be the new motto. This is my desktop, right?
Yeah. Everybody can see it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
You're scrolling. I don't know what you're doing.
removed from scene. That's what I want, and I want to share my screen again. And now you guys can hear me and see me, and my apologies, but don't try this at home. All right, let's see. The screen share is. This is what Chris sent me, and we'll look at this here in a second, Chris, because we still haven't found a schematic.
It's like 23 pages of radios and TVs.
Well, that's encouraging. Window, entire screen. The entire screen is going to be this one. Yeah.
But there's no freaking search feature.
So this is what Chris said. Oh, and I gotta put myself.
They have a
This
picture.
is a professional. This is a professional.
It's a professional.
You know,
This is
if
a
you
professional
take the
operation.
gallery, they have a picture gallery, and
This, make sure that's what it out. It is.
put a photo of yours back up there again because I can't remember what it looked like.
I beg your pardon?
Put a shot of your radio again because I can't
Yeah,
remember what it looked
yeah.
like. It's been 10 minutes. I don't remember.
There you go, Chris.
Okay. Curvy side. Blah, blah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I see that.
No, this one. Of course, the black.
Go live. This is what we're seeing.
All right.
Yeah, no, fine. Yes. It's just, yeah, definitely.
I got to ask you to put it up again. I got to do a
You gonna
screenshot.
pull that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. She made me do it. There you
I
go.
did.
You can see it, right?
I can.
And
Okay.
I can make it big if you want me to.
No, I just can't remember from 5 minutes. I think I have early Alzheimer's. Okay. That's not it. It looks a lot like it. That's not it. It's probably the one model they don't have a record of.
All right. Has it burned into your eyeballs, Chris?
It is. It's burnt in. I'll be seeing it tonight when I go to bed.
Yeah.
If I go to bed.
Okay, go back.
Yeah. All right. So you haven't found a schematic, have you? And model 64, right? Because it's opposite. No.
What?
Yeah, model 64, airline 64. That's the name of it, right?
Ooh, that's a predecessor to the Commodore.
What?
I'm sorry, did I talk in lizard or something?
I think lizard people is what's gotten to you. Airline 64. Go ahead and keep talking.
It came before the Commodore 64.
Oh, okay. It's the airlines. It's two predecessors before. It was the airline Conqueror 64 first, and then it was the airline. I'm just joking. But there is an airline. So airline 64.
Leonard Davis says, sorry, been a long day. Good night.
Good night, Leonard.
Davis.
Have a great one. Thanks for
Yes.
stopping by.
Have a great night all.
Enjoy and rest up. Airline 64. Now there's zeros, so maybe there's 6. Oh, that
Move.
ace 26.
Good night, Leonard.
Good night, Leonard.
Good night, sir. Now
Good
see,
night, John.
airline 10, airline 13.
You're on the 3 screen.
Yes.
Because it would be nice if that was, well, I guess it was.
Well, I can do that. Yeah, I understand. My producer has asked me to change the layout to that.
What happened?
Well, no, it'll look better when we go to the
Okay.
full screen. Okay.
All
Yeah. And you can double check it there, right? Okay. So
Okay, thank you so much for,
yeah, well, that was a great suggestion.
because they're the same size.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. 64, airline 64, 62. So 62.
I got it.
You do, huh? You do, huh?
It's a Montgomery Ward Airlines 64WG-1801C.
And that was on this page here, I believe.
So if you put yours back up again, let me just do a side by side.
I might have it here. What was it, Chris? Airline 64 what?
64WG-1801. It is on page, if you go to the gallery view,
I'm right on it. Airline 64 WG 1801C, right?
that looks like it.
Is that what you said?
Yes, does that look like it? It has the
That
tuna
looks
knob
exactly
on the right.
That looks exactly like it. Yes, sir. That is exactly it.
What's the
Fantastic.
designation of the 1701?
The 17, is there a 1701?
No, don't
And
call
there
it
is a link to there's a note to a Sam's Photo Fact.
There's a schematic here.
It might be I'm looking at a different page.
Save, let's see if I can make this big. Did I just make it big? No, yeah. You're granted access maximum of 3 pages per day, okay, and a maximum of 10 pages in 30 days. Each page must be requested. Okay, so I need to put,
I sent you the link to the page I was looking at.
oh, could you get the,
Oh, okay. Chris Neal.
Since 1801C.
You're going to get me off track. Where'd you send it?
Messenger.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly. Now, I have to take, and
I'm now doing a mic drop. Boom.
well, I don't see. Oh yeah, there's schematic. Okay, so let's go to the schematic page, which is this one. Okay, now I can save the image, and actually I think that's it. Or can I? Oh, something's happening.
I want this radio up and running by Tuesday.
Oh boy. Well, yeah.
Just click on the schematic.
Time for the big game.
Well, something magical. Okay, there we go. All right. No, see, that's just the piece of the. Which is okay. Beg your pardon?
I want it by Tuesday for the big game. Here's Jackie Robinson going around third base, heading for home.
Exactly. We just right on it, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. I listen to WLS, and actually, I want to do that. I want to listen to WLS again on the AM band.
Where are they from?
Chicago.
Okay. I think I have a New York station in mind.
Swing that into the fastball. It's 0-1. Paul Blackburn, the next into the rotation.
No idea what game that is. Probably the Mets.
Do what, Chris?
I'm probably listening to a Mets game, and I really don't give a crap about them.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, so that's the model. 64 WG1801C, 81277. Cool. So, I don't know what that's going to look like. So now that I've downloaded the file, move that out of the way.
I don't think that radio's on the Enterprise.
Right? Open up.
Yeah, City Field, that's the Mets.
All right, so I'll fish it out later, but this is it, okay? That's pretty hard to. Oh, there we go. Now it opens up.
I got to renew my third-class radio engineer's license. It's been expired for 40 years now. Actually, let's see, I graduated in 82. Probably expired in 82 or 3.
Oh my God.
I was the one of the production and mechanical engineers on radio station WDOM FM, Providence College.
DOM.
A booming 125 watts.
Wow.
I actually installed the antenna for the upgrade when we went from 10 watts to 125 because they were phasing out the 10-watt stations.
Yeah.
So they put this radio tower on top of a 10-story dormitory. I turned my radio off. So on top of this 10-story dormitory.
Turn off too.
So we're up on top of this 10-story dormitory, and we're actually on the 11th or 12th story because there was an elevator shaft on top of the dorm with a 10-foot or 10 or 15-foot tripod on top of that. The engineer they sent to install the antenna was afraid of heights.
Wow.
So I'm 20 years old, 21, whatever. They said, I'll do it.
I gotta get where?
Yeah. So I scamper up to the 12th story of this 10-story building, and I got the wrench in one hand, I got a 1-inch coax in the other hand, and the wind took this coax, whipped it out of my hands, it circled around and smacked me right in my lip.
Oh my God.
And my first thought was not death. My first thought was, shit, I have a date tonight.
Ah!
Still have a little scar. But the best part is, if you're familiar with what FM radio stations antennas looked like back in the day, you had two hoops, one over the other, and they would be diametrically opposed, one a little bit lower than the other. And then they surrounded them with this white plastic lucite globe on top of this, which is hanging down towards the bottom of this huge antenna. So if you looked at it from the ground, it looked just like male sex organs.
Oh my goodness.
And it's on top of the woman's dormitory.
Well, of course.
It didn't last very long up there. After I graduated, the president of the college says, "You need to move that."
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yes, I can, because I was there. But let's go right here.
Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Yep. It hurt.
It hurt, but it didn't knock my tooth out.
Okay.
Oh my.
Ouch. Yes. All right. I'm going to type my name in. And I'm doing it now.
Live. Why are you doing it live?
No, I'm not doing it live. Look.
Just go back.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. You're seeing this here.
Yes,
but,
yes.
okay, I am not a robot. Isn't it great that we have to tell
Are you sure you're not a robot?
a robot that we are not a robot? You know, a computer that we are not a robot?
No, the AR is making sure that we're not trying to impersonate them.
Them, yeah. Exactly. Request a schematic. Okay, so I believe that the system has delivered the schematic to my email, and that's going to be fun. So please stand by while I go to my email. You can see that, right?
Oh, yeah.
The typing. At least you're seeing me type it.
Yeah, okay. Show everybody what you're typing. Go ahead. Yep, everybody can see what you're doing.
Seriously?
Yes.
Where?
You were doing it here.
Well, here. Yeah. People can see it. All right, so
Don't do anything now with your fingers.
we'll go like this. There we go. All right. So let me do this real quick here, guys. While I connect, how come it didn't connect? It always does. It always asks me. Do I have my phone? Where's my phone? What are we doing? See, you have to be specific. MooHugs is telling you some.
So this is another radio right here. Look at that. Oh,
MooHugs are important.
so as you can see, this is curvy, and under here you have this. What is it? Cushion. Yeah. Oh,
Please do not touch the membrane.
this is the membrane.
No, it's not. What is that called?
No, it's the cover for the speaker, which also looks like chips. No, that's a picture card.
Yes, you are. That's what I can hear. I'm trying to authenticate so I can get an email. It's really long and drawn out to get the email, but just please.
Here is how.
She's going to show you another radio. Well, now let's go to the ASMR.
You can see. So,
Malborn. Yeah, and it takes a while to get into my email too. So, Chris, what have you been working on?
I haven't been working on anything. I just got a text from my church organist. They have a funeral tomorrow that they need a English cantor for a bilingual funeral. And I said, well, that's not my funeral. So, okay.
That's cool.
So you're doing something or you're not doing something? And man, I still can't get into my email.
I'll do it later.
Well, I need to get that schematic. So that's what I'm working on. But pretty much, guys. I mean, I guess I can take and change those other tubes out, but I got a sneaky feeling that the problem is going to be somewhere else, other than the tubes, to be honest. And that's why I need the schematic. Yep. But I can't get it in email. Let's go.
Hold on
Okay.
a second. I think the internet is down.
No, it was trying to push me into Copilot, and I guess it did.
Can you go to any box, please? The window?
Yeah.
No. It's not us. It's Mr. Chris. I think.
Well, uh-oh. It could be us, because the way this is doing. No,
No, it's back. It's
wait,
back. It's
wait,
alive.
wait,
No, there it's stuck.
wait. Chris is there. Let's see.
No,
Let's
he's
see.
gone.
Let's see.
Wait, no, go back. Go back.
Is it me? Is it me?
Yeah, there you go. Go back. Back to yeah.
Yep.
So we're okay.
Yeah. So I'm here. Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right. Well, I am in the garage doing this on I want to say a 12-year-old computer.
That's good. Yeah, pretty soon your computer's going to join the computers in your computers collection.
And I don't understand the Tokyo Rose comment, Craig. But I'm not certain. So what time is it here, guys? 8:40. We started at what? 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
So we got an hour and 40 minutes. I'll download this thing and start looking at it, I guess. And since we lost Chris, are you back? Nope, Chris is not back. Come on, Chris. We lost Chris.
Snuff Rusher Canada
Yeah, Chris is
says,
Oh,
Al, have you got Tokyo Rose on that radio yet?
No. And actually, I was wondering what you meant, but yeah, no, I haven't. The only one is that
he's looking around the room.
yeah,
Now he's walking
the
away.
Zenith, that we have over here.
And he's describing something.
That's the only one. Yeah, there you go. So, but I think that's going to be it. It's all changed up. Great app. Yeah, it put me into Copilot. Don't know why.
Oh,
I'll try one more time.
Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon
Hello, Chris.
says, still here. Lost video.
now it's just clicking. Now he's chuckling.
I don't see you, Chris. Oh, there you are. There you are. He's
I don't
back.
know where I
Yes.
went.
Yes.
I didn't do anything.
All right. So this is the radio, and I still can't connect to my email through here. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not sharing the screen at all. So I think I'm going to cut it off here. I've been having problems with this computer. It blue screen before I started running, and I think at least I got a schematic coming. And this didn't really help to get it taped up there. What is this? I don't know what this is.
It's a school sickle.
Yeah, this is I think she fell. No, she didn't. All right. So I think, guys, that I need to cut it off here because I can't even get into an email out here, and I think it's this computer. One more try. If I can look at the schematic, at least I can come up with some plan of action. Yeah, it takes me into Copilot.
So it's what
Let's go over to
forward.
apps. Let's go over to apps. And go to Outlook.
You have a witness, somebody else.
No, that's AOL. Right?
Yeah,
You have mail.
Actually, that was one of the ringtones I heard
It wasn't?
on somebody's phone.
Really?
I was like, few people know what that is.
What ringtone do you have on your phone, Chris?
What's that?
What ringtone do you have on your phone?
I have classic clang, 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 like a regular phone. Clang, clackety, clackety, clackety.
This thing still hasn't signed it. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Jeff's Train World Book
That's
and
right.
Engage.
Hey, Jeff.
This is my ringtone.
Hi.
Hello, how are you, Jeff?
That's not my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Snuff Rusher Canada
Classic.
says,
That gets your attention. When they call me at 3 o'clock in the morning to wake me up, I thought that was a Tommy gun.
old radios, building them and turning them into Bluetooth speakers and screaming to them from their phones.
Yeah, in fact, you can take a radio and put a Bluetooth receiver in it and do it. Yes. Yep. It's a beautiful day.
Jeff's Train World Book and Engage says,
What did he say?
I've been doing woodworking.
What'd you work? Hey, actually, I saw. What did I see? No, that was Donald. And I'm still fighting my email.
Don't fight, make love.
Yeah. Oh, the browser is a bit unusual. You know, I wonder if it's because I'm using a VPN. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you, baby. That's it. So, guys, yeah, that completes our tour for this evening.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for attending, Chris.
Yes.
I appreciate your company and insight that you always bring to the stream. And thank you, sir.
You're more than welcome. Sometimes my ignorance pays off.
It's mutually beneficial. So whatever you do, guys, hey, do it just for fun. This is just playing around. If you decide to undertake something like this, right, Chris? Chris, you'll agree with me. Be very careful. There's voltages in here that can kill you. Yeah, exactly. And
Capacitors are not your friend.
only and only, yeah, exactly. And only
Snuff
do
Rusher
this if
Canada
you know what you're doing.
says,
I drilled once.
Train World Hope.
See you,
And
Jeff.
Engage. Says,
I was replacing some shock mounts on an air conditioner compressor one day on a window unit. The thing hadn't been plugged in for a couple of years. I drilled up through the shock mount right into a capacitor and went flying on my ass
I
across the
think
room.
I'm down to the finish,
Well, good. You know,
but trains are on hold due to track issues.
so, hey, capacitors
Says.
Capacitors have the
are
capacity
deadly. They'll store a charge. Yes.
for years sometimes.
Ooh,
Found another radio for you.
thank you,
Our
Sonia.
slightly smiling
Ooh,
face.
nice.
Jeff's Train World Hope. NO Gauge. Says,
He's not feeling well.
Well,
not feeling
you
well,
rest
so
up.
I'm off. Happy Father's Day to all.
You rest up. Yeah, happy Father's
See
Day,
you.
everyone.
Sonia. Says, yes, happy Father's Day on Sunday, gentlemen.
Indeed, and thank you so much. Greg, thanks for coming by. Jeff, you also. Chris, thank you. Like I said,
Yes, sir.
always bring your wisdom and knowledge and Moo, and Leonard
Yeah.
Davis. And
Catch
thank
you on
you for
Sunday.
coming by too, Leonard. Just going back through here and seeing the peeps that were here and personally thanking you guys. It's Jack in the Shop. Earbud users. Did you kill somebody with earbuds?
No, he
Says,
sneezed.
feel better. Happy Father's Day to all.
Very good. Very good.
Good night, folks.
Goodbye.
Good night, folks. And remember, no matter what you do, guys, do it just for fun. Live long and prosper. Fred, now, how do I end that? See, if you were doing that with that little blue thing, use the mouse and end the stream. Yeah, come on. You can do it. There, I'll cut that other part off. Feel better, everyone, and a happy